Good afternoon, everybody. We are still in subject UBAI 3113 Apply E-commerce, which is part of the subject which required to register by student in FBF, Faculty of Business and Finance, University Tunku Abdul Rahman. So today lecture is lecture will focus on element 1.3. Okay, as those who are viewing this video knew that this course actually consists of 5 sections, which is section 1 I already covered in 4 lecture 1A, B, C until D, then until E. Then the lecture 2 is we are going to cover only one, which is focusing into future of digital economy under element 1 point. All right, technology that drive future, something which the key factor that going to determine success or failure of digital economy, among others, is the ABCD: artificial intelligence, blockchain, cloud computing, data, or synonym with big data. Yeah, and also there's other element like IoT, Internet of Things, 5G, unmanned aircraft vehicle, the anonymous driving, yeah, and also other things like drone technology. We will discuss along this lecture. Move on, yeah. Okay, artificial intelligence. I did mention before what is artificial intelligence. This is intelligences that can be programmed, that has been programmed as artificial. All right. To understand this, I want to bring you all back to prior to artificial intelligence. Prior to this, the term artificial intelligence, people have intelligences. They have intelligences. Because why they have intelligence? Because they have information. They understand the information. That's why they become intelligent. Yeah. Those days, we don't have a method to preserve these intelligences. But now we have technology that can preserve this intelligence into many methods. Yeah. For example, you can ask for any inquiry, any question in Google Voice, and you'll get response. Google search engine, just ask anything, it will take you to some site. They either take you to the web, link on web, it take you to the video, images, etc., etc. Right? So prior to information, knowledge, you have information. Prior to information, you have data. Yeah, so it's interrelated. Without data, you won't have information. Without information, you won't have knowledge. Without knowledge, you won't become intelligent. Without intelligence, you cannot program it in a form that people can view. Now come back to this, the term. Artificial intelligence was coined by John McCarthy in 1956. Yeah, he defined AI as a science and engineering of making intelligence machine. Basically, it's a record of possibility, question, and answer, and they rely heavily on keyword. That's why when you put an inquiry, you ask the system, Google search engine, for example, based on your keyword they capture, they will link up and they will try to display a possibility answer. All right, and AI is still new. Yeah, it's still in the beginning. For example, internet wave already gone maturity phase. AI is something still at the beginning phase, because what it's going to promise is something unimaginable. It has still a long way to go, a lot more to explore, a lot more a lot more things that will rely on AI. and people are still learning how to fully utilize this artificial intelligence. So time will come and we will see wonders of the world. Yeah, for example, flying car rely on AI. You can imagine drone delivery or rely on AI. You can see even the space shuttle, a Falcon, sending a rocket and reusable component. They also use AI, the artificial intelligence. How the Falcon 9 they send astronaut to the space station. They use autonomous driving, all fully rely on AI. And they have a big dream to take people to moon and to take people to Mars. That's all rely on AI, artificial intelligence. All right, too much to talk about this, yeah. But I want to quote one name, Tamil Bakshi. Is a one Indian guy in India, age of around 15 years. As now, 9th of September 2020, his age around 15 years, and he is highly paid by Google. He's getting $1 million a year annually, his salary. He's still a student, yeah, but he is writing books in the midst of completing his book on artificial intelligence. You can follow his lecture tutorial in YouTube, yeah, Tamil Bakshi. Look for this or AI expert from India. You will find the link. All right. It has been estimated that AI has a potential to generate additional global economic output to around 13 trillion by 2030. By 2030, now 2020, another 10 years. This is what estimated, but it will be far beyond 13 trillion, yeah? And it will contribute a lot to the annual GDP growth, yeah? China and US, United States and Japan together account for 78% of all AI patent filing in the world. How about Russia? How about Korea? How about India? Yeah, India have a bunch of expert in computer, and this is still is promising. Yeah, but what we are going to face in this AI world, AI wave, AI tsunami is something unimaginable. Yeah, we can see it will. We can see wonders coming in coming years. Move on. Right. For example, in China, you want to book a hotel. There is a hotel that just DIY, yeah, do it yourself. Yeah, Fly Zoo Hotel opened in 2018. Yeah, and they have an AI robot to guide you. Even their window all the door management also rely on artificial intelligence. Yeah, using your face recognition and so on, and the system you communicate with the system. All right, payment also very easy, yeah, and you can do like in a normal hotel, yeah, but all are using artificial intelligence. DIY, do it yourself. And then you have customized recommendation. Okay, Chinese, for example, they can in their news aggregator Toutiao, okay, recommend personalized news article to people with different interests. We are flooded with information, so it's already time for us to filter what is our interest. We want to know about Donald Trump. All news about Donald Trump will be fed to us. And then you want to know about what? Yeah, you cannot know everything because we are flooded with information at fingertips. Yeah, and up you won't do anything if you start reading all the news. So it's the time for people to set up what's their interest. Those who are doing business, they want to know about share market. They choose which share market. Even they can get additional news that can predict or forecast on what's going to happen to the share market. Many more. Okay, move on. Okay, blockchain. When we say about blockchain, it's very synonym to cryptocurrency. All right. In 2017, Unitech defined blockchain technology as a form of distributed ledger technologies that allow multiple parties to engage in secure trusted transaction without any intermediaries. Okay, in simple term, can you imagine it's a giant spreadsheet which record all the activities, yeah, and the person who are participating in this, fulfilling the ledger, the content, they don't have their detail, but they're using code, yeah. So that is a blockchain, and it will record all the activities. And because of this blockchain technology, even universities thinking about to record all the graduates in the blockchain format, in the blockchain form, so people can refer to based on the keyword. Let's say they get authorization and they can get access. Let's say you want to identify a person, what is their qualification. With the person consent, you will get a link that you click, and it will tell you, it will display the information in the blockchain. Yeah, mean this is no breach of data privacy, but with a consent of the owner, person who want to evaluate the person, let's say before hiring, you can view the content. All right. Currently, China alone accounts for nearly 50% of all patent applications for technology families relating to blockchain. And they are the big player together with US, yeah, represent more than 75% of all such patent application. Why they are looking into these two patents? Because this mean money. Yeah, once they own the right, other people have to get their consent if they want to use the technology. All right, blockchain is best known as a technology behind cryptocurrencies. Yeah, because it record all the transaction on cryptocurrencies. Yeah, and the total value of investment in blockchain projected are expected to explode in 2027 towards 2030, which 3 trillion globally. In this one predicted in 2017. And please take note that during 2017, China were against with cryptocurrency. But what happening now? China is in the final stage of issuing their own cryptocurrencies, where they will start with their own citizen. They will enforce their citizen to use cryptocurrency instead of using cash. Yeah, this is another payment method where they can control the currency so that they can ensure to maintain their currency value. Yeah, so they are going to introduce this is at final stage, and because they want to, the long-term plan is to skip from relying on US dollar. Yeah, so once they use crypto, so they don't fall into all whatever the existing financial structure, financial regulation, financial system. Yeah, so now our, for example, currency are determined by the fiat, yeah, based on our collateral as a goal in producing our currencies. And there's also subject to speculation. People will speculate, and that will, they can use it as a weapon to bring down the currency value. Yeah, but in cryptocurrency, you are escape from all that threat. Okay, so China is looking into that as a, they are going to be pioneer. Once they go pioneer, then other people will follow, because China is projected to become next world superpower, economic power. Yeah, they are going to replace America, like it or not. Looking at American behavior, looking at the way American dealing with things, yeah, and the political system, economic system, the financial systems collapsing. So we can see the shift of power from America to China. For example, what happened to America after World War II? The power shift from UK to America. Yeah. Okay, what is the cloud computing? Cloud is the on-demand delivery of computer power, database, storage, application, and other IT resources via the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. They call it cloud. It's actually, if you Google data center, data warehouse, you will find a room, a big room full with server. That is data center. Cloud is a form of data center, but it also can function as a computer processing power center. Yeah, network, but they are connected via wireless. That's why they call it cloud. Those days, all the network, all the servers in data centers were connected with wired environment. Yeah, so that's why they call it data center, warehouse, data warehouse. But now, because the nature is wireless, 5G, yeah, the Wi-Fi, WiMAX coming, yeah, with very high speed, they can process terabyte size of data in a minute. That's why the cloud term emerging, because there is no physical connection. Yeah, but it's connected with wireless through interface. Okay, as a listener, just understand that. On the technical, let the expert, the computer network expert, deal with it. Yeah, there is a router, there is a hub, there is a bridge, there is a gateway, all these devices with sophisticated software, yeah, connected. So there is a network administrator. That is technical part. As a user, for example, you register a hosting, you register domain, you register hosting. Imagine you register house address, and you must have the physical location. Okay, so the physical location is the hosting, the house address is the domain. Yeah, this is analogy. So once you have the domain and you have the hosting, but you don't have the house built, in internet, when you search your address, you will find interface with under construction. All right, so if you don't have address, people won't find you. That's why you have to register domain. So hosting, you can go for minimum, you can go for a bigger size of hosting when time permit. Okay, that is a cloud flexible storage method. Move on. All right, again I mentioned big data. Because there is a cloud, there is a big data. Big data actually, because the server hosts a hectabyte. Okay, what is terabyte? Terabyte processing power is nothing, yeah, because in cloud environment, you might be dealing with that terabyte, tera, hectabyte, and so on, octabyte. Okay, but it's too big. Yeah, but I want to explain what is terabyte. 1 terabyte actually 1,000 gigabyte. Okay, your computer hard disk come with 1 terabyte, mean 1,000 gigabyte. The latest computer come with SSD for 500 gigabyte. Okay, so it's 10 times faster than the old storage database center, the hard disk technology. So it's 10 times more. All right, that's why the size, you see the latest laptop, the size decreasing, yeah, but the speed increasing, because actually you don't need 1 terabyte size of hard disk. Okay, so 1 terabyte is 1,000 gigabyte. Yeah, 1 gigabyte is 1,000 megabyte. 1 megabyte is 1,000 kilobyte. 1 kilobyte is 1,000 byte. 1 byte, like character A. You type A is 1 byte. You type it 1,000 times, it becomes 1 kilobyte. And you time another 1000 become 1 megabyte, and so on and so forth. Yeah, so you are clear what is size of data, what data referring to. All right, so big data, when there is so many data, so we call it big data, and it's stored in cloud environment. For example, your email, you are using Gmail, you are given 7 giga. Imagine 1 billion user using Gmail. Each of them allocated 7 giga. What is the size of the data? Let's say you fully use your Gmail, and you can get additional free Gmail size. 1 billion times 7 billion giga. You calculate 7 billion giga, what size? Don't think you have to use your calculator to calculate it. As I said, 1000 gigabyte is 1 terabyte. If you have 7 billion gigabyte, how big is that? Okay, so how many zero you need? Okay, why I'm saying 7 billion gigabyte? Because one email in Google, they're giving you 7 gigabyte. If 1 billion user, 1 billion account, so 1 billion times 7 gigabyte, each will get 7 gigabyte. So 1 billion user, 7 billion gigabyte. Okay, you can imagine how big is that? You can imagine. Yeah, can't imagine. But those who are in technical, you will use your computer, you can feel it, how big is the data. That's why to store all this data, you need a size, data center size of football field, a few time size of football field, yeah, to save all this data. Too big. All right. And referring to big data, there is a 3 V's, which is volume. Yeah. The amount of data matters. With big data, you will have to process high volume of low density unstructured data. You have to organize it. All the raw data you have to organize. By the way, what is data? Data can be any image, character, symbol, photo, voice, yeah, which is no meaning. You have to give meaning to it by organizing using whatever application available. Yeah. For example, you want to key in figure, you want to use Excel to make it a spreadsheet. You want to make a report, you have to use Microsoft Word to process the data to make it a beautiful report, and so on and so forth. Okay, now you're clear about it. Velocity. Velocity is the fast rate at which data is received and perhaps act on. Normally, the highest velocity of data stream directly into memory versus being written to disk. Yeah. Some internet-enabled smart products operate in real time or near real time and will require real-time evaluation and action. Okay, variety. Variety refer to many type of data. Some are in the it's different form of data. Some audio, some video, some images, some text, some picture. All this variety. All right. So now you are clear. What is this? Okay, move on. 10 key area of IoT application, Internet of Things. Yeah. So just now you at the beginning we mentioned what ABCD. Yeah. On this artificial intelligence, we talk about big data, we talk about cloud computing, and we talk about D stand for okay, you can go back. I couldn't recall what is ABCD. Yeah, okay. Now there is a other area which is influenced by IoT. Smart home. Yeah, because of 5G. You need 5G to manage your smart home. Yeah, there will be a controller in your smart home. Then you can communicate with each equipment or unit in your house. So every single switch, every single light, every single sensor will have web address, Internet of Things. Yeah, and the control will communicate with all these devices, how to function. Then you have smart manufacturing. Yeah, you can do a video surveillance, AGV control, return of robot condition data, etc., etc. I mean, data robot will continuously transmit data. Yeah, on their performance. Smart energy, reduce energy waste with real-time monitoring and remote control of electricity meters. That's why in Malaysia there is a lot of data centers, yeah, but they are using building, and with you can see in cities we have a building with mirrors. Actually, that mirrors is a smart mirrors because it will capture the sunlight, yeah. So natural resources capture the sunlight and turn it into a energy, electricity. All right. So smart building. So equipping device with sensor-based digital and smart technology to save energy. Yeah, I mentioned about smart building just now. Smart agriculture. Yeah, you can monitor your product, your plant from distance, and you can go into individual plant if you need to. Yeah, or any plot, small plot, you can monitor performance of the plant. Okay, smart retail, you know better about smart retail, how Alibaba, they computerize their retail, even their Hema hypermarket, yeah. So smart security, you can have CCTV, you have face recognition, you have so many devices that can prevent crime. Okay, then you have smart logistics, automatic order fulfillment, so you can monitor your cargo, your delivery, even you have a transport autonomous vehicle, yeah, to carry your a trailer, autonomous trailer that can carry the equipment, the product to for distribution. Yeah, beside that you have smart healthcare and smart traffic. Yeah, the system in traffic, for example, you can see a junction at which area got less vehicle, they will shorten the waiting duration. Okay, this is among others the time. Malaysia, I mentioned just now, becoming hub in Southeast Asia for big data analysis. Why? Because the producer, they see the potential, yeah, of big data. Because Malaysia declare we are hub for technology development, digital economy, business startup, and so on. So all relying on data. That's why all these big players, they are eyeing on Malaysia and our regional to venture into this, including Alibaba. Alibaba Cloud, they have a technology which they provide through their subsidiary to offer services to Malaysia. Okay, and the Alibaba Cloud Tianqi Big Data Program. In 2018, Malaysian Tianqi Big Data Program was launched by Ali Cloud in Kuala Lumpur. So it's a collaboration between Malaysia and Alibaba. So we want to venture into becoming a hub for data. Yeah. So with the support of Malaysian digital economy, so there was 500. There's a 500 data specialists and 300 startup which will be trained via cloud computing. But in order to qualify yourself, you must be a computer graduate and you must be a network expert. Okay, that's why those who are in computer science, they can opt for network, yeah, and they go for certification. Beside that, Indonesia, our neighbor, they are also eyeing for digital economy to become a giant. Yes, they are 10 times of size of Malaysian population. So it's a big opportunity for them. Yeah. So there's a lot of room to grow. Let's say 10% of Indonesian are IT savvy, meaning approximately 30 something million is already an internet savvy, yeah, IT savvy. So it's a big market. And this opportunity attracting $1 billion investment, yeah, for example, investment for digital ventures, yeah, that is critical in the forefront of spectrum's policy and allocation to ensure that digital economy continue to grow. All right, so they are working together in March 2018. Yeah, they have first global data center in Indonesia. Why they want to cater services for their startup? They have to rely on the service provider, the hosting, and so on. So they also provide data retraining service, data storage, and processing. And they are eyeing 1,000 startup by 2020. This is promising. Another country like Mexico. Mexico also, they are working closely with Alibaba to go into this market. Okay, I want to demonstrate to you to know how to know the population of Mexico. I click here. What is the Mexico population?
In 2018, the population of Mexico was 126,190,788.
Okay, that is a Google Smart Assistant. You just ask, they're using your keyword, okay, Mexico. They use population. Latest, based on the keyword, they will reload the relevant information and even they will talk to explain. All right, and as we know, Mexico, they have 5 major objectives, which is the second one is digital economy. That's why they are working with Alibaba to provide this technology and so on. Okay. Besides that, China also bringing Didi Chongqing, yeah, it's a company to Mexico because they see the condition of traffic in Mexico, and they see they don't have a system like Grab in Malaysia. That's why they are introducing joint venture in Mexico to provide these services. Okay, and they are using, okay, they have a technology, they have a algorithm method, model, and safety technology to introduce to Mexico market, because seems like not systematic enough. Yeah, even though traffic is heavy, population is high, 4 times more than who is in Malaysia, and but they are still need to use technology. That's why they're coming with this technology. All right, accumulate rich intelligence transportation technology and operational expertise that it hoped to bring a market overseas in support of the growth of local new economy. Once you improve the system, you improve the economy, you encourage the startup, so they will be ready for export market. Yeah, there's a huge demand for big data talent. Okay, this is an opportunity for technical graduate. Yeah, unfortunately, those who are in business, you are the player. You are the player. You are the user. You are the front. You are the startup who will rely on this technology. But those who are graduate in networking, in big data, yeah, they will be needed to handle the back end, the infrastructure of this big data. Okay, expected more than 1.5 million big data talent is needed in China. Yeah, and for example, in Malaysia, Chief Operation Officer of Malaysian Digital Economy Corporation mentioned that Malaysia hope to develop about 20,000 big data talent by 2020. Why? Because we are investing in big data, so investor from China, so they may need our Malaysian people to deal with this technology, because China cannot bring their population because they also lack of manpower to deal with the big data. All right, they're working also with Russia. Okay, one of the Alibaba subsidiary, which is FinTech, Financial Technology, they are having a collaboration with Russia. What they do, yeah, they have a ATM machine, ATM like machine. Okay, so they have 5,000 Alipay point of sales. Okay, so people can easily do the payment and also can check the balance at this portal. All right. Okay. They're expecting 17,500 plus associate points of sale in Mexico will be connected in real time through the payment network for online payment. Okay, so this very much there is a beginning and there is a room for growth. The client in Mexico, including multinational e-commerce merchant, airline, they can ride-sharing companies and ticketing platform. For example, one seat, one plane, maybe okay, they have two plane, let's say, China plane and Russia and Mexico plane, yeah, and both will be half full. So by working together, instead of both plane flying, now they can transfer the passenger into only one plane. They share the plane, they share the seat. Okay, they pay the seat. So they can save 50% cost. So I repeat again. For example, Mexico, they provide plane. China also provide a plane for two-way duration. So by having this, let's say they have 2 flights per week. By sharing this method, one flight will be provided by China, another flight will be provided by Mexico. So this is by sharing. Otherwise, if they compete, China also have to provide 2 flights. Mexico also have to provide 2 flights to move passenger. But what they end up will happen, they have less customer. Sorry, they have if they fly both, they will have half plane passenger, half passenger in each plane. That will be cost. Yeah, so that's why they work together. All right. And China is working closely with intention to help Mexico to build up the economy. Because why? They believe if Mexico market economy increase, China will benefit it. Yeah. So if Mexico and definitely Mexican also will benefit from the economic growth. But if China don't help them with the technology, they'll be left out. The economy won't grow and China won't get any benefit. All right, Huawei, for example, they help ICT build a smart home in Malaysia. ICT located in section 7, Shah Alam. Okay, so they are building smart building, smart house in ICT. Yeah, what they're doing, they are controlling, they are saving costs in terms of heat, ventilation, and air condition. Okay, because that may contribute in big amount of money. But by using technology, renewable technology, there's all right. Mexico, they have a massive potential of IoT. Yeah, we know with the IR 4.0. Yeah, so IoT are seen as a technology, a platform that can be utilized. Okay, and it's projected that in 2022, US 4 billion revenue will be benefited from this IoT. Okay. Okay, this is referring to the three combination of job scope needed: data engineer, data analysis, and AI engineer or scientist. Okay, I'm not going to talk on the technical, but those who really want to know on technical, they can contact me. Yeah, but those who, as our student in Utah, you just need to know the concept. Yeah, data engineer means those who will manage the architecture of the data. Data analyst who will know how to get information in the database, and AI engineer and scientists, they are the one who really going to make it happen because they are the expert. Okay, what needed here? You to be competencies, the talent, they need a digital skill. Where they need to, they can get trained in big data analysis, understand the technology, yeah, and so on and so forth. Get skill on digital analysis, on digital technology. Yeah, so you have to attend training. You can go to Udemy.my. You can go to any other platform, right? So interdisciplinary talent with finance knowledge. You are also in finance. You are in technology, you have knowledge, so you can know how to utilize it. Okay, and innovative internet mindset. So what is referring to? Yeah, so you have creative mind, find new ways to commercialize the product. Yeah, so you have a new source of income, new source of revenue, because you diversify. You have an expert who will with the right mindset. Again, additionally, you need to have fundamental skill on telecommunication, sensing, and network. And you, okay, what is that? You please read through the slide. Yeah, you must have a data skill, data analytics skill, and skill of user interface. Yeah, so this is all is okay. Those era when car were first introduced, yeah, so new, people were not used to. So even at the beginning, they need to have a person to walk in front the car to clear up the road, to avoid people from gathering. So to disperse them, because why? The car is a bit dangerous, yeah. So in UK, a man had to walk in front with a red flag. This is UK at the beginning. Right? Again, blockchain and data collection and privacy. Okay, this is all new technology. They come with challenges and complexity. Okay, so as I mentioned just now, they were anti-cryptocurrency, but they start to referring back to possibility of introducing cryptocurrency, so which they are planning to do so. Yeah, and many online service collecting all kind of data on the user. So there is a expertise which will filter and they can analyze. Okay. So this what we are going to cover. What is representing fourth industrial revolution? Yeah, global economy and finance, transportation, education, agile technology and governance, business disruption, etc., etc. All right, so this is all not limited to this. Many more actually influencing the industrial